It was 1720 and the age of piracy was still prevalent. Landon Loud was a hero in Loch Loud despite his pirate origins. He was believed by many to be the only being who can defeat Pujara due to the fact that he has learned the art of dark sorcery, aka black magic. We cut to 1720 where we experience Pujara and Landon Loud's final fight. Sungaren Kupa, Sungaren Kupa, Sungaren Kupa, Sungaren Kupa. Yes, that's right. Keep chanting. Worship the great and mighty Pujara. Sungaren Kupa, Sungaren Kupa. Soon I will have enough sacrifices to destroy entire cities and level entire towns. You are only pawns to my game. Sungaren Kupa, Sungaren Kupa. Man, that was a rough landing. Who dares to disturb my ceremony? Man, I haven't had a landing that rough in a long time. Better get my cup. I should time my trajectory better. Anyways, ceremony, more like a massacre. What did you just say? I said massacre, you heard me. Very well then, time to accept your demise and prepare to get destroyed. Give it up, mere mortal. You will never stand a chance against the might of Pujara. Never. I, Landon Loud, hero of Loch Loud, shall bring an end to your heinous acts of mass murder. Your crimes shall not go undone. I will destroy you. Good will always triumph over evil. Little did you know that I've had a lot of experience in dark sorcery. Even if I sacrifice myself to save the lives of many, I will still reside on the very earth of resource. Let my power be concealed in the loud roars. And so, the reign of Pujara's terror came to an end, and he was reduced to nothing more than his skeletal form. As Pujara is an immortal soul, his spirit was transferred inside of his mask, which was once thought to be destroyed after Landon Loud knocked it off his face, hence why you didn't see it in the beginning. But 300 years later, the mask came back, and when Pujara transported himself into the Dimension of Spookiness, he possessed the shopkeeper, destroying any and all good games in the dimension itself. However, only a few good games remained, and one of them happened to be the cursed pirate game disc, aka Pirates of the Caribbean, The Legend of Jack Sparrow. The reason why he wanted to destroy nearly all good games in the Dimension of Spookiness is simple. So he can make people in the Dimension of Spookiness and all beings in that dimension suffer and be scared. Yeah, I know. To this day, Pujara still resides in the Dimension of Spookiness, and he has scared any and all guests inside the dimension, hence why it was closed in 2023. Now, Pujara is the most powerful force in the Dimension of Spookiness, and the Bandito must try to banish him into the Void of Nothingness. He will stop at nothing to get his original form back, and his goal is to mass murder a specific family so he can get his original form back and destroy and level many entire cities and towns, including Royal Woods. He must be stopped at all costs. Such a nice day to go out for a walk. Good old Halloween walk. Wait a minute, what's this? Warning. Due to many mysterious disappearances, the portal to the Dimension of Spookiness has been closed to the public. This location has been closed until further notice. Anyone attempting to enter the portal will be prosecuted. Do not enter this portal. Please refer to the travel agents for more information. I heard this place was vandalized a year ago. And yeah, the vibe of it kind of reminds me of the Nintendo anti-piracy screens. Oh, I didn't know that drones were still guarding this place.
Halt. You are not allowed to enter this restricted area. Anyone attempting to enter the portal to the Dimension of Spookiness will be prosecuted momentarily.
Oh my god! That drone is firing at me. Luckily, I brought my trusty old machine gun with me. Alright, let's dish out some damage. Take that.
Trespassers must be prosecuted. You are illegally attempting to enter the portal to the Dimension of Spookiness. This will be your final warning.
Oh no, not another one. You want some too? Okay, reload. Alright, I'm loaded up and ready to go. Fought against a couple of the weaker drones. Looks like they got the big guns, as they say.
No one trespasses the portal to the Dimension of Spookiness and gets away with it. You will be prosecuted for destruction of government property.
Come get some, you freaking robo-tank. Out of ammo. Luckily, I got a spare. Alright, it's time to put up my handkerchief. Think you're gonna get away that easily? Well, I have a revolver. Loaded with 57 caliber bullets. So be careful. It's gonna take a while. Doesn't seem to be hurting it at all. Did that thing just fire at me? I gotta take out its gun. Its main cannon. Hopefully I'll be successful at it. Almost. Gotta load the chamber. Yeah, I fought against 2 helicopter drones and 1 tank drone. Alright, let's go. This. Alright, one more. That was done. time to go down. Oh, yes.
Main cannon is down. Unable to function normally.
Alright, I got 4 57 caliber, actually 5 57 caliber bullets. Ready to go. Load 'em up. Alright, so all I gotta do is take out the tank itself, the main core. And it only takes 4 hits to do so. Cool and good. Well, looks like that Salter Technologies AR-12 armored drone, yeah, AR stands for Armored Recon, isn't so bulletproof after all. Yeah, I know this drone's in the back of my head. Yeah, when you take out the cannon, it only takes 4 hits for it to be destroyed. All you gotta do is shoot the core. Yeah, they've been making drones since 2018. Alrighty, so if you're wondering why some of the footage is zoomed in, well, I haven't had time to correct it. So yeah, let's go in the portal and see what awaits us. Alrighty. There's the portal entrance. Gotta go in. Well, I made it. Made it to the Dimension of Spookiness. Wait a minute. What's this? It's a game there. Yeah. It's a game. Yeah. Such a shame that has to be by a skeleton. Anyways. Let's see where to play it. Oh, I think I feel something tingling in my body. Oh my god. I think this game is cursed. No, look what it did to my face. I'm gonna remove this curse. Who dares to disturb my slumber? Oh no, it's a skeleton! Oh, it came to life! I better get inside that haunted house. Oh no. Oh find a way to break this curse. Hopefully there's someone I can talk to about removing this curse. Oh no, it's another skeleton! Ah! Do not be alarmed, Rassi, for I was a good friend of Landon Loud. I even wore his cap. Anyways, what brings you here? Well, I need a way to get rid of this curse. Yeah, I have a form, a zombified corpse form that is really hideous, and I want to find a way to remove the curse. Well, there is a way for the curse to be lifted, laddie. Okay, and what is that? You see, what you are holding here is the Cursed Pirate game disc, which was once a chessboard named the Cursed Pirate Chessboard. Yeah, it changed form as technology got better and better. In order for the curse to be lifted, one must beat the game. And it is a pretty challenging game at that. If you can beat the game, then the curse is lifted and you are free. Oh, okay. Just, what exactly is this sword in the cage? That, my friend, is the loud longsword as my cage moves slightly to the right. This was a sword that was once used by London Loud, but I got it right after his demise. And it also explains why my cap is black. But anyways, take this sword and you will have a powerful weapon that will withstand the might of Pujara. Here, take it. Thanks. You're a good skeleton. You know that? No problem. I've been in the Dimension of Spookiness for many years, and I plan on staying there to tell spooky stories while being inside my cage. The name's John Skeletugly, by the way. I was once a swordsman. But now, I am still in my cage in the Dimension of Spookiness. So, if you know the name, it's because I was a pirate once, and yes, I had a ship, and London Loud had a ship too. And you'll see it on the port of the Dimension of Spookiness. So yeah, take the sword, and you will have a weapon to fend against Pujara, the evil sorcerer, immortal supreme. Good luck out there. Thanks, I appreciate it. Gotta go review that game. Hopefully, I'll be free of the curse when I beat the game itself. Well, greetings, vampires, werewolves, zombies, ghosts, etc. Welcome to this year's Gaming Horrors in the Dimension of Spookiness, where we take a look at a spooky pirates game. Yes, because Pirates of the Caribbean, well, all the movies in the series are considered to be Halloween movies due to their scary themes and curses. And of course, because the movie series itself is popular, well, they made several games, as expected. But, as you can tell, this does deviate from the main Pirates of the Caribbean movies themselves, in it being its own original story. Hence why the main villain, well, it's probably going to be different, but you'll see some villains in the Pirate series as you play the game. But anyways, I, of course, have got this game in the Dimension of Spookiness, which I was told was one of the two good games that recite there. The other, well, that still recite there. The other being Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge. And that is, in my opinion, a great Devil May Cry clone where you play as the spooky Jack Skellington. But yeah, we're going to be focusing on a pirate game this year. So yeah, will it stand up to the quality of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, or will it just be another turd in gaming history, just like the LJN movie-based games? Well, let's find out. And luckily, someone has a PS2 hooked up to the TV, to the Dimension of Spookiness. Yeah, it's a white PS2 Slim. And Jeff the Green Demon said it was a certain model of TV. I can't remember what it is though. But anyways, let's venture forward into the abyss and conquer the seas with Pirates of the Caribbean, The Legend of Jack Sparrow. Alrighty, here we go. Yeah, it's checking a connected controller. Well, I already have a controller connected into the console. But anyways, here's all the gubbins. Yeah, it's made by Bethesda Software. Yeah, published by Bethesda. The Bethesda, the guys that made Skyrim and of course worked with id Software to make Doom and Doom Eternal. Yeah, it's also published by Buena Vista Games. Yeah, and it's developed by 7 Studios, which is probably how many games they've made. I don't know. Yeah, here we go into the game. And yeah, according to John Skullduggery, I must beat the game for the curse to be lifted. But anyways, there's new game, load, options, and credits. Yeah, credits is basically the credits. Yeah, just in case if you want to see the credits and if you're unable to beat the game, I suppose. But yeah, let's start a new game. And let's see what kind of adventures awaits us in The Legend of Jack Sparrow. Yeah, there's the first level. And of course, the game
have it on excellent authority.
Tells the tales of, well,
a man who
Jack
purchased the
Sparrow
information
and
from a man
his
who won a bet with a man who swore on pain of
pal,
death that it's like
Will
not anywhere
Turner.
else. I stake my good name on it.
And yeah, you
Jack,
can later play
your
as
name is
Elizabeth
synonymous with
Swan,
Weasel.
who's basically just
Then
a
how did I
reskin
ever
of
talk
Will
you into
Turner.
this?
That is a mystery indeed.
So yeah, it follows
My
their
guess is
various
with darling
adventures.
Elizabeth
It's
to care
basically
for. You need the money.
a prequel to the
guess.
events of
They've stashed treasure chests about.
the first
Take
Pirates
what you
of the
can,
Caribbean
give nothing
movie,
back.
or a retelling of the
Objectives
first movie,
updated.
depending on how you look at it. Yeah, it takes place in the Pirates universe, but yeah, there's the objectives. And of course, you can also view hints if you need to do that. I never, ever bring up the hints screen. But yeah. The hints do pop up whenever you play the game. And it tells you what to do so you wouldn't get confused. And the cool thing about this game is that you can either play
What
as
are you doing here?
Jack Sparrow or Will Turner.
Objectives
Yeah, Jack Sparrow wields his trusty cutlass, while Will Turner wields his, well, sword. Yeah, I believe they both have cutlasses. And of course, Jack Sparrow does have some abilities outside of, well, his throwing weapon. And there's also puzzles that you could do in the game itself, if you can call them puzzles. Yeah, they require a certain character to do a certain action similar to the Lego games. At least some sections require that. And of course, you can also block to block certain attacks. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward, and you also have a long list of combos you can do. And you unlock new abilities as you progress in the game, and some enemies require you to cut down
Objectives update.
a certain thing. And there's a good variety of enemy types in the game itself, not just the same old 2 enemy types that a lot of these movie licensed games have.
Someone is watching
They
us.
actually put thought
There
into
they
this
are.
game. And let's go up to the bosses. I almost forgot to mention that you can buy upgrades to the character's abilities, which is what the gold is used for in the game itself. So yeah, for example, let's buy the spin attack. Yeah, an upgrade to the spin attack, so yeah. It's pretty self-explanatory, so let's move on to the bosses. Yeah, this game does have a plethora of bosses, and some of them are creative in the way they function, like Madame Tang, who of course uses the teleportation ability. You have to make sure you get the real one. So yeah, she basically gets bonus of herself, and of course, it is hard to tell which one is the real Madame Tang. Most of them can be cheesed as long as if you use the character's throwing weapon. And yeah, Madame Tang is a pretty creative boss fight. Oh look, there's the ability right there. Yeah, I used the ability that Captain Jack Sparrow had. And yeah, I thought that the Molotov cocktails, or whatever they are, that Captain Jack Sparrow had were crap in the first place. When I went up to the final boss fight, and, well, I'm not going to spoil it until the very end, it was actually pretty effective. So yeah, you can switch between Will and Jack at any time, in case if you want the fight to go on for long. This one took me a long time. And the Don Carrera de la Vega boss fight is also pretty creative because, well, Don Carrera de la Vega himself is invincible. You don't actually fight him, you have to destroy, well, you do fight him, but you have to destroy the vast plates. You have to use his Thousand Sword Strike attack, or the Thousand Strike Spin, as he calls it, destroy the vast plates. And of course, I do want developers to take note that just in case a certain character like Juggernaut is invincible, you can have the boss rely on something else that requires the character's attacks to destroy. Yeah, like for example, you can have like this really big armored sentinel that requires Juggernaut to destroy the cores, because Juggernaut is invincible. So yeah, it is actually pretty creative in the way it's handled. And Madame Tang is also a somewhat creative boss fight, and ironically enough, guess who she's voiced by? You'll never believe this. Yeah, the voice of Luna Loud herself, Victor Futterman. And when you listen to her voice, you can definitely see that she does emit that Luna sound. And of course, it just goes to show how much effort they put into the game itself. Oh look! It's the Ice King, the Viking Ice King. I melted down the throne by using Jack Sparrow's Molotov cocktails, or whatever they are. But yeah, some boss fights, like the Ice Viking King, they look cool, but unfortunately are way too easy and can be cheesed really easy, even without using and spamming those explosives that Jack Sparrow has. Yeah. I'm sorry to say this, but those ice creatures, which will be reskinned for those sand enemies in the jungle level, are harder to beat than the boss itself. And that is a problem. I mean, this boss didn't even take me a long time to defeat. And of course, that is because you just spam the heavy attack and just defeat him like that. Although, I'm required to show something really spooky because it's Halloween. Just look for yourself at how really easy it is to beat the Ice Viking King compared to Madame Tang.
In some cultures, this is an aphrodisiac. Might be worth keeping.
Objectives updated.
Even more interesting.
Most interesting. This horn could help us free the Interceptor.
Aye, and it might serve our finny friend as well. Back to the frozen lake.
Objectives updated.
See, look, that was barely 4 minutes. Yeah, barely any tougher than a Chinese woman, I'd say. But the hardest one to beat, well, aside from the dragon itself and the Chavez brothers, is Black Smoke James, because you can't just cheese it, you have to make sure you throw those barrels at him, and then you can swat your sword at him. Yeah, this took me several tries. Yeah, you can use Jack Sparrow's Molotov cocktails, but even that will not save how hard this boss fight is. I lost all of my lives several times trying to defeat this fucker. Yeah, but it is a really unique idea though. He hides behind the smoke So you have to make sure you use the explosive barrels so that you can break away at his defense. Yeah. I do wish that certain Metal Gear games would do that, like certain Metal Gear models would have a force field until you use some sort of EMP grenade to disable its force field until Metal Gear is vulnerable to attack. So yeah, really cool idea, but it is hard as nails. No wonder why people feared Black Smoke James. Yeesh. But before I went to him, I went up to a cannon section. Yeah, this game has a few of them. And yeah, these sections are really finicky. You can't, of course, hit all the targets, and the cannons are kind of imprecise. But they are old-fashioned cannons after all. They're not like modern machine guns. Or Stinger missiles or Sidewinders where they're precise. These are old-fashioned, old-timey cannons. So it does make sense of why they're inaccurate, but it is pretty hard. However, you still complete the level even if you've destroyed some of the enemies. But the final cannon section was actually pretty good. But I won't spoil it until the end. So yeah, let's go up to the final 3 bosses. And one character, one familiar face does return in this game, believe it or not. So let's go. Oh man! This is the first of the 3 final bosses. Serpentera de Murata. I can't pronounce it correctly, but yeah. It's a really tough one. You can't just use your melee weapon. You have to use your throwing weapon at him. And he can be a real pain, even harder than the next one. But we still managed to defeat him, and of course, we're going into the caverns themselves to rescue Will Turner and face against a familiar foe of Captain Jack Sparrow himself. So yeah, on to the next of the 3 final bosses. Well, are you ready to see who it is? Yep, it's the big baddie himself from the first movie, Captain Barbosa. Yeah, he, if you remember correctly, was the main villain in the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. But he is a bullet sponge. Yeah, this guy takes a lot of hits, and well, they use the cursed abilities to try to make up for this. But yeah, just like the other one, I'll skip to the very end, because I want to save some time. So yeah, Captain Barbosa is the easiest of the 3 final bosses. Well, 6, because the next group of final bosses are probably the hardest of them all. Alright, so we're chipping away at his health. Yeah, we nearly defeated him, but don't think that's over just yet. Yeah, any sane person would think that would be it, right? Well, no. Because there's another group of final bosses after that. And these are 3 other original characters which, yeah, had reused attacks from other bosses.
Saving its shot for my demise.
But
and now you waste it.
They have different
He didn't waste
character
it.
models though. So yeah, we defeated Captain Barbosa, but the next 3 are going to be a real toughie. So let's cut to the chase.
I feel...
Oh man!
Jack,
It's the Chavez brothers. Yeah, I would make the Monty Python joke, except they're not actually Spanish, they're Portuguese. what I found out. So yeah, the Chavez brothers. They're the true final bosses here, and they're the hardest of them all. So yeah, the strategy here is to hopefully, well, die as a certain character and restock on throwing weapons. So yeah. This is where I discovered how OP Jack Sparrow's molotov cocktails or explosive things are. Because when you die as Jack Sparrow, you restock on them and you can use them to take out one of the Chavez brothers with them. But it's still a pretty hard boss fight, even with the explosive spamming. Yeah, the strategy here is to lock on to a certain character and spam those explosive devices. I mean, explosives. Yeah, I discovered it when I was fighting them. And you also get these soldiers which are trying to take you down. So yeah. I am having a hard time here. Come on. Yeah. And the most frustrating part about it is that sometimes the targeting system locks onto the foot soldiers rather than the guys you want. But because they keep respawning. So it is a never-ending cycle of pain, as Lonely Goomba said it in his Mario Pinball Land video. Yeah. I didn't discover the explosive spamming until I died as Captain Jack Sparrow. I started spamming the explosives, and this took me a few tries to finally beat. But when I did, oh man, the final section of the game is so worth it for all the trouble I've been put through. But you have to make sure you're at full health. Yeah, see, look. You just throw it at that guy and he doesn't even flinch. Yeah, that explosive item, it might sound crap at first, but it's actually really overpowered and broken. You could actually spam it and cheese through most of the bosses if you want to. And you need to do this strategy with the Chavez brothers. But yeah. We're almost going to beat him. Almost. 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 We're gonna beat. Yeah! We defeated the Chavez brothers. Now let's go up to the main gates. Yeah, I'm disappointed that the final boss isn't Davito.
Objectives update.
That would have been really cool, but unfortunately that's not what they were going for, I suppose. So yeah, the final section you can just basically breeze through. You don't even need to fight the enemies. You basically upgrade it and maxed out the character's abilities at this point. So there's no reason to fight the enemies here, but yeah. I'm going to show you the time that I successfully beat this section, because you cannot do it on low health. You have to do it on good health, because, well, if you have low health as Jack Sparrow, then you're screwed. And you have to do this section as Jack Sparrow, so yeah, this is my second or third retry on it, so let's go. Yes, I finally got Jack Sparrow at full health. And I'm up to the fort itself. And I'm on my last life. I better make it count. So yeah. Do not play as Will Turner in this section because you have to play as Jack Sparrow and you make sure he has full health. So yeah. This final canon section is, believe it or not, the best part of the game. And the best canon section of the game, because you're on the Black Pearl, the ship that the Pirates franchise is known for. Oh man, I don't care about those bad guys, so yeah. You give those Spanish Inquisition members some hell after the hell that they put you through, and you destroy the fort. Yeah, so you're on your last life, and you defeated all the Chavez brothers. And you destroy the forts. And of course you're almost there. Almost there. I gotta get rid of this curse. Alright, I'm almost there. Almost there! Almost there! Just gotta aim at the fort. Make sure none of those bad guys shoot at me. Yeah, if the cannons shoot at you, you're off your cannon. Yeah, this is what the cannon sections are made for. Big, destructive fun. Yeah, almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there. Got it. Almost there. Yeah! We beat Pirates of the Caribbean. Legend of Jack Sparrow. Yeah, it took us a while, but finally got there, and well, we got a cutscene of the Black Pearl sailing away. Shame you can't actually operate the ship itself in the game, but who cares? Yeah, and yeah, the end of the game, of course, involves
Stop.
Will Turner and Jack Sparrow going over to
the cleverness with which it was absconded.
some spooky pirates. Yeah, I told you this was a Halloween game. Spooky. Yeah, they come back to life and you think you're gonna fight them? Well, it just cuts to the credits.
We look to the skull.
So yeah, he gets the golden skull. Yeah, you remember that skull that you see in memes that tells you something? Yeah.
It wants, it compels us to acquire.
It's there in the game itself. So yeah.
I swear you were making it up.
We
It's the life of a pirate.
defeated the Chavez brothers and destroyed the fort.
Best get used to it.
So yeah, that is that. Oh look, the curse is gone. So there you have it. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Legend of Jack Sparrow shows you how to do a movie-based game right. Yeah, it doesn't follow any of the movies, but it does create its own original story. And has some original villains. Although some regulars like Captain Barbosa still make an appearance. And of course, the concept of it was actually pretty great and serves as a prequel to the Pirates of the Caribbean movies themselves. So if you're a die-hard Pirates of the Caribbean fan, I'd highly recommend you to give this game a chance. But unfortunately, it's not perfect. Just like all things in life. The canon sections are a bit iffy. Yeah, the cannons are imprecise and you never hit all your targets. But I guess that's old-fashioned cannons for you. However, it does make up for it in the final section where you get to blow up a fort. So yeah, you can actually cheese your way through a lot of the bosses with Jack Sparrow's flame explosive ability, or Molotov cocktails, or whatever they are. So yeah, definitely give this game a chance. I'm gonna give this game a rating of an 8 out of 10. I don't do decimals here, okay? I don't give anything a 7.5 or 2 anymore. I just use single-digit numbers. And here's why I gave this game that rating. Yes, it's really great. The plot and world building is excellent. And like I said, you get some really great voice actors voicing the original characters, like the voice of Luna Loud voicing Madame Tang. But the canon sections do kind of ruin the game a bit. But not that much, though. And there are some flaws with the game itself. But overall, it is one of the better games in the Dimension of Spookiness alongside Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge. And yeah, I beat the game, and now the curse is removed.
Here's Pujara!
Oh no. Still gotta deal with that skeleton. Alright. Let's go. Time to see what the loud longsword can do.
You think you can get away that easily? Well, I'm shocked that you managed to beat one of the most challenging games in the Dimension of Spookiness. I put a curse on that game for a reason, so I can make people suffer through that game while in their cursed form. I finally caught up to you with my slow speed, but now it's the final time to pay the price. Oh no you don't. You might have finally caught up to me, but I will find a way out of this dimension.
Turn back, mortal.
Wait, what's this?
There's a way out of this dimension.
There's a voice speaking to me. Alright. How can I get out of the Dimension of Spookiness?
All you have to do is cast a teleportation spell so you can get out of this dimension without needing to rely on a portal.
Okay.
Yes, use the spell, my man.
Use the teleportation spell to get out. Alright. Here goes. Hey look, it worked! I'm actually in my home dimension now. Alrighty. Let's do this. Do you think you can get away that easily? Well, I might be slow in this form, but I still have a teleportation spell as well. And I can make objects appear out of thin air. It's time for you to meet your end. Go on, face me in combat. Well, looks like we got another impromptu sword fight on our hands. Come get some. Luckily, I am a master of magic. Well, two can play that game. No one has ever been able to defeat me in combat and survive. Not even London Road! Could you please stop ripping off Snicks for 5 minutes? That's Snicks with an S-N-I-X, by the way. Because the way you float in the air, and the whole idea of you being a sentient mask is kind of similar to him. But anyways, I gotta find a way to bring you down in your second weakest form.
Scott Goodwill.
Wait. Oh, what is this?
The Lad Longsword gives you the abilities of whatever game you touch. Use it wisely, my man. And let the power of the Lad Longsword be with you at all times, lassie.
Oh, so I can grant the ability of whatever game I have. Alright, time to do it. Here it goes. Oh look, I can throw Molotov cocktails just like Jack Sparrow did in the game. Let's see how you do well against Jack Sparrow's most powerful weapon aside from his sword and gun. Haha, yes. You haven't seen the last of me, mere mortal. I can possess whatever I touch. Oh no! He's not dead! Wait a minute. I hear plane noises.
Time for you to meet your end, mere mortal.
Oh man, being possessed. One of my Lego sets. I gotta see what I can get out of this gun cabinet of mine. Six will do. Still got this. Could you please give me some time to reload? Oh my god. Pujara is dangerous. But anyways, it only takes 2 shots for you to go down. Oh, there you are. Time to go down. Haha, yes. You won't be getting at me this time. Ah, it's a spider! Get off of me! Ah, that's 3 strikes, and I still haven't got anything good to defeat you with. But anyways, I will destroy you. Ghost of Land Aloud, please help me out.
Scott Goodwill, you must do something that I was unable to do before. Yes, that game. You can use it to banish Pujara to the Void of Nothingness.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There's a lot you don't know. This power can only be used by people that are part of the Loud family bloodline, or are deeply connected with the Loud family themselves.
Oh, that makes sense. I shall banish you to the Void of Nothingness, a dimension where you can't escape. A dimension where you meet your fate with the terrifying creature that should not be named. Alrighty, it's time your banishment has come true, Pujara.
Oh no. Not the forbidden technique!
From dusk till dawn, from ashes to ashes, you shall be banished to the Void of Nothingness.
No. I can't be defeated like this. I will not go out like this. Ah! Ah! No! No! No!
Justice served. I finally got rid of the evil known as Pujara. I finally set out to do what Land and Loud never did. To get rid of and banish the evil that is Pujara. And I'm deeply connected to the Loud family bloodline. Yeah. Now I gotta clean up this Dimension of Spookiness, so people can tour around it once more. Yep. That is how I single-handedly saved the Dimension of Spookiness, and how I cleaned up the evil and of course made it a safe dimension for everyone to go in once more. So yeah, I fought against 3 drones, and I even have the husk to the AR-12 that I destroyed. It's not to be confused with the AR-15, which is a submachine gun. Yeah, the Salter Technologies AR-12 was first produced in 2020 as part of the Art Reconnaissance series of drones. Gotta get this handkerchief down. Yeah, and of course, the AR-8 was the first Art Reconnaissance drone that had a seldom fitted weapon. Weapons became an option on the AR-9. Yeah, the AR-1, 2, 3, and 4 were produced in 2018. AR-5, 6, 7 were produced in 2019. And the AR-8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 were produced in 2020. Yeah.
I have plans for the staff to restore it to its original condition and find the cannon that it was destroyed. And hopefully it will be deactivated and put on display so that it wouldn't target any of the poor visitors that go into the Dimension of Spookiness Museum. And I also have several other exhibits on display, including a replica of Pujara's mask and wax statues of Pujara's minions that I defeated in 2027, and a wax statue of Kagan the Conqueror that I defeated in 2028. Well, I didn't actually defeat Kagan the Conqueror. Lori Loud in her vampire form just sucked her dry. I used the Force and pushed it back so that Lori Loud could suck his blood. And of course, he also defeated Blubberella with his axe. Yeah, I have the axe on display in the museum if you guys want to see it, and Lori Loud will be your tour guide. So yeah, feel free to explore the Museum of the Dimension of Spookiness anywhere, anytime. Yeah, feel free to explore it whenever you want to. It's free to anyone who's booked a vacation here. Although, some people will still have to pay to get in. Lori Loud will tell you admission prices when you get inside, if you just want to go to the museum itself. But anyways, I plan on getting this back to the museum. Oh man. Looks like we have a giant Frankenstein's monster we have to deal with. I didn't know he was actually still alive. I thought he was killed off by the Maser cannons years ago. I gotta tame that creature. Let's go!